Man, don't wait till it's too late to try to become a real man. I see a lot of people do that, glorify a lot of bunch of street bullshit and then go through a whole bunch of situations and then become old and then be trying to be a real man. Like, don't wait till it's too late to become a real man. Shout out to the niggas who never got into nothing. Shout out to the dudes who never did no street shit. Shout out to the dudes that go to work hard, man, ain't harming nobody, ain't trying to do nothing but provide for their family, their kids, and stay out of trouble and stay out the way, dog. Cause that don't get enough props out here, bruh. Like niggas only try and glorify, niggas that be on bullshit. Like you can ask somebody about somebody like, what type of dude is he? A nigga gonna be like, if he's some type of street nigga be like, oh, that boy, he was really in the streets. Like, boy, that nigga was killing niggas. He was doing this and robbing and all the jacking and he was selling dope. Dude, they go like speak highly of that. But if it ain't a dude like that, they be like, what type of dude was him? Ah, man, that nigga, he lame, man. That nigga just be working, man. And, he don't be out here doing shit, man. That nigga ain't never did nothing to hurt nothing. Like, why? What type of shit is that, man? Where we get all this glorification to this fake street bullshit? Because I'm going to tell you this. Every nigga that was a so-called real street nigga, right now that's older and that live that real street life, wish they ain't never go through it. Like, man, don't be one of them niggas that gotta get shot up a million times when they young, go to prison for 20 years and all that shit, and then be out here and be trying to be a righteous nigga at the end. Cause you could have avoided that shit a long time ago. Our people never raised us for none of that type of shit, man. We wasn't born for that, man. And back in the day, they didn't glorify that shit, man. They used to glorify people for being real niggas. That's why young dudes was young kids wearing suits and shit. Back in the black and white picture days and shit like that, whatever them years was, the 40s, the 50s, in the 60s and shit like that, man, they didn't glorify no nigga that was out here robbing and shooting like that. And the ones, and then if you talk about the real old times, like the 1600s, 1700s, 1800s and shit like that, in the early 1900s, the ones who was outlaws and was robbing and shooting and deleting people and shit, was deleting the enemies, like the oppressors and shit like that. When they try to come oppress so-called black communities, them was the niggas that stand up and get on you, like John Horse. They glorified them. Them was like they was called outlaws because they was helping our people, like Nat Turner and dudes like that. They was outlaws and because they was, go handle business on the oppressors. They wasn't harming dudes in their own community and robbing old ladies in their community and stuff like that. Them people who did that, wasn't getting glorified. Now they glorifying that. Oh yeah, dog a real nigga, man. He used to be robbing niggas and shooting niggas and all that. Man, glorifying dumb junk, man. Don't y'all know half of them dudes that most of them dudes who did all that robbing and going to jail, like, man, a lot of them niggas do a lot of homosexual shit in prison and All type of shit, dog. Y'all don't know about, man. Them niggas be really, really fuck niggas, man. You know? A lot of them niggas who sell drugs and was selling drugs all to they mama and their aunties and destroying their families. But y'all will call them real niggas and then talk bad on the nigga who ain't never did none of that. You know? I be like, man, that nigga hoe, man. He ain't never did shit. I be hearing niggas talk, man, and I want to change that. That was that bullshit rap culture, man, and all that came in apart, man, and all that fake movie mafia that back in the day. They started that shit like in the 70s, man. All that black explore exploitation movies and them pimp movies and all that shit. They get glorified for all that. That started in the 70s and stuff like that. Before that, man, real men weren't glorifying that shit. Now some people gotta do what they gotta do. Some people gotta hustle, you know. Some people gotta slang iron when they get into that life, you know. But man, they don't even glorify it themselves. The real niggas who had to do that, they don't even talk about it, man. You can't even get them to talk about none of that shit. They blow you off. You ask about that, they be like, man, pause. You can say blow you off. That was wild. Pause for that. But they don't like to talk about that shit, man. They be like, man, whatever, man. It be you niggas be trying to be like rappers and all that. I'm old enough. I'm 42. I'm old enough to see that shit wasn't glorified, man. I had it all on my street. I had all type of dudes growing up around me. I grew up around killers, dealers, and all that. And I grew up around good men, real men, like my father, like Lawrence and them, like Milton and them. Like Uncle Calvin. Even Uncle Calvin was hustling and them, and they was getting money, but they was still real men. You ain't know what they was doing until you got old enough and figured it out. I grew up around real men like Mr. Parks and them, man. Them niggas real men taking care of their families, man. Them niggas, so I seen it. And I wasn't raised up to be like none of that bullshit, man. That you niggas glorifying, bro. Okay, yeah, whatever, man. I was a product of my environment, but not like that. Nigga, I made my own decisions. A lot of bullshit I just never did, bro. I never wanted to rob nobody and none of that. Like, man, that shit was always lame to me. I always was an earner, man. And I wasn't just gonna do anything to earn no money. Like, yeah, I'd hustle, man, whatever, man. I ain't glorifying that shit though, man. Yeah, all that so-called street nigga shit, fuck that, man, because I lived a certain life that was on that real man tip too, dog, that niggas wanna live. Niggas want to be a real man when they get a certain age and they done been through all that street shit, man. Them niggas ain't want to be like that. A lot of them niggas was trying to impress certain people or some niggas just retarded, man, and just do dumb shit. But a lot of you niggas be trying to live like what y'all heard them rap songs or what y'all thought was a real nigga was, man. And y'all be looking lame, still not even getting no money now. Especially when a nigga be 30 something, 40 something, and still be trying to be a so-called street nigga. It just looks so lame, dog. Like, dog, you ain't even progressing out here, nigga. Nigga, it take you 5 days to sell an 8 ball. Bitch, go get a job, man. you know? Because I'm telling you, it's a lot of dudes. I be talking to my older homies that was really out here, getting shot up, doing 20 years in prison. I be talking to them, man. Them niggas be trying to go get their driver's license now and try to get their CPL. Yeah, all the time. They be wanting to live a clean life. They be like, man, they wish they never go through that. And then a lot of you niggas who be faking like y'all gunslingers and shit, like y'all ain't really like that because why y'all ain't dead? Every nigga I know that was out here reckless, killing and robbing and you know, out here reckless is dead. The niggas who was really out here reckless and that was, you know, running up on niggas and smoking them and doing all type of bullshit, robbing and super drug dealing, like, you know, that was their everything. Never seeing no other kind of way out of life but selling drugs. Man, all them niggas dead. Or they locked up. They locked up, you know. But most of them niggas be dead. You know how many niggas I know that just jumped off the cliff and got wild and ripping and running, end up getting smoked. Niggas I used to hang with every day, you know, just was doing reckless shit, and we was around them like they wasn't scary to us. Just because I'm a real stand up man and about the right thing and try to live a right life, don't mean the nigga no punk. You know, man, I done went toe to toe with killers. Like, nigga, fuck wrong with you, nigga? Spoke my mind where they respect me, dog. You know, that don't mean you know punk, cause you know real, man. You just not into bull junk. So shout out to the good fellas, man. They ain't never did nothing, man. But do the right thing, dog. Like, man, you know, you gotta start glorifying that. Other than being like, yeah, man, that boy was real street nigga. Did that make you look stupid? But you see a real working man that ain't doing, oh, he ain't did shit, man. Man, it's time to be like, oh yeah, man, dude, a real good dude. Like, man, don't you know that nigga been working and handle his business, man? You know that boy, shit. You know, his kids. He put his kids through school, and man, he a good dude, man. Good family man. That's how it need to start being, dog. Cause that's how it was back in the day. They didn't glorify that bullshit, man. I remember I was young, dog, and we was on the corner of my street. Like I said, I had righteous people around me. But we was on the corner of our street doing our young bullshit, and the police came and raided right on the corner. Bam, they came with the raid vans and stretched us out. Man, you know how them old people, man, the old elders looked at me, man, at us. They was shaking our heads. They was shaking their heads and looking at us. We out there getting stressed. They took a couple of my men to jail in the raid van. Man, them older people, Miss Spiller and them was looking at us like, man, like they failed because they know they ain't raised us to be like that. We following that dumbass rap culture and that dumbass shit, man. Nigga, they paid rappers to talk about dumb shit because they know y'all will follow it. And that's why these little stupid drill niggas, let's talk that drill rap, these little niggas just throwing their life away every minute. Stupid. Glorifying that bull crap, man. But if they see somebody that ain't into that, a guy that's doing the right thing, oh, he's a lame. He ain't never did nothing. But you's a lame, you weak. Just because you a street nigga don't mean you can't get your ass beat. Nigga, nah, I'm a lame. I ain't never did nothing. Nah, run up on me. Watch I leave your ass holy like Swiss cheese. Ha ha ha. It's like, at least stop talking like that. Nah. But, but for real though, man, we gotta stop glorifying that bull jump, man. Show love to the real men, cause we all was raised right, especially with the parents we had. They wanted to raise right, man. They ain't want to raise us up in that bull jump, man. You niggas out here hurting y'all mamas, got them, your fathers got to bail y'all out of jail, getting their house shot up and all that. Man, that ain't the right way to be, man. Well, I'm about to end this video. One love, family, man. And don't wait till it's too late to try to be no real man, dog. Because all them real street niggas, they wish they never did none of that shit.